Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to this episode of Jobbing with Nikki, and today I am joined by the lovely leading man himself, Tony Wright.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. You were one of the. As soon as I started it, I was like, when I get a bit more popular, I want Tony Wright.
Well, it's a privilege to be invited on. I'm excited.
Honestly, I had to wait till I was a bit more established. You're too important. You're too important to come on one that, you are.
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily feel important, but it's the perception seems to be there.
Yeah, this year especially, you've been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a really big year of like growth, I'd say. A lot of cool stuff happening. I came into the start of the year. I really had like a bit of a chip on my shoulder, wanting to get myself out there a bit more and turn some heads. And I think we've done it.
Yeah. I can only imagine what next year is going to be like for you.
Yeah, but it's like I'm always I get a bit nervous thinking about like the future. But I feel like we're in a good spot. So whatever happens, I feel like will be positive.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Like, I don't think I can talk to anyone in wrestling now, fans or wrestlers, who don't know who you are. Like, everyone knows who you are now. Like, I think my first time seeing you weren't even wrestling. I think you were hosting Tidal.
Oh yeah.
And I think that was my first time seeing you ever. And Jeeves was like, "Oh, you should see him wrestle. You should see him wrestle. He's incredible."
Yeah, that's like we're going back a year now. It was last Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good fun show.
It was.
And I'll credit where credit's due. It's not easy being a host for shows either, which I know you're out and about doing now. There's like a lot to. There's a lot more to it than just saying people's names and announcing winners and losers. Just it's quite a lot.
Yeah, I think it's you've got to have the crowd's attention.
Yeah,
and you've got to try and amp them up a bit, and that can be hard in itself.
For sure, it's like keeping the energy up, or if something's gone like resetting the room after a really really crazy match or something like that.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of like care and thought, but also quick thinking, because you don't have much time in those scenarios at all to keep things moving.
no, exactly. But yeah, that was my first time seeing you. I was just like, this guy's hilarious. I love this guy. So I was very excited when I got to see you wrestle, which I think may have been the True Grit Pride show after that, when I finally got to see you like in action.
That show.
Oh no, because I just seen you at the Pride show.
I'm sure we're going to cover that.
I just seen you at the one before, wouldn't I? Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. We got the first True Grit Pride show.
Yeah, the Tidal wouldn't have been my first time seeing you. I feel that might have been my first time talking to you, but
that could be it. That could be it. Yeah.
But yes, I do want to discuss that ladder match, because I think everyone just wants to will want me to just discuss that ladder match in depth. I've had a question about the ladder match. It was one of the best matches I've seen all year. Like, easily.
That probably is like the biggest thing, or the biggest game changer, I think, for me so far. Definitely like an absolute highlight, and one of the few major things this year that have really kind of been like I walked away proud of. The build to making it happen was fun and enjoyable and fulfilling, and the execution at the final like product, just everything about the process, and obviously the response it got is just mind blowing. And they've had some like high points, but I don't think before or since have I had a match or a show or a story that has taken people's like attention as much as that one did, and also just kind of like, I don't know if anyone had like a bar or an expectation of what it was going to be like, but whatever it was, I feel like myself and Adam and the team just managed to exceed any sort of expectation with it. It's quite crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Like I know Adam quite well, and I was talking to him before the show, and he said that, you know, your goal and his goal was to make that a match that could main event any show. Doesn't have to be a Pride show, that it could main event any show. And I was really excited going into it. But yeah, it blew my mind. And I honestly, hand on heart, would say it's top 3 of my matches this year. If I had to, it probably could even be number 1. Like, I'm sat here trying to think of other matches that could top it that I've seen this year. I mean, if I don't put Sammy in the top 3, he may kill me.
That's understandable. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. But it was, and like you say, the response it got as well. Like the love it got online, like it was insane. That whole crowd were just eating out the palm of your and Adam's hand.
The crowd that night was exceptional, and I got to watch a lot of the show as well. Weirdly, especially for a match that was so like physically intense, it's one of the most calm days I've ever had before a match. I don't know what there was about it, but there was a feeling of like, we've got this. Wrestled Adam in that venue a few times already, so I felt comfortable being there. I felt comfortable wrestling him, and then it was like, well, the rest of it's kind of, you know, a bonus, the kind of cool stunts and all of that. But yeah, usually I won't get to see much before I've wrestled because I'm usually a nervous wreck. But that night I got to watch almost all of the show, and top to bottom it was great. But I just there was an atmosphere in that room that like I don't think I've ever experienced anywhere else. The crowd were awesome, and then it just sort of, by the time me and Adam went on and listening to them in the moment, it's just incredible. That's another thing as well. So I don't hear often when I'm wrestling. I don't hear the crowd as much as maybe there's a weird, like, your ears kind of mute some of the sound, right? So you can sort of hear things and engage with certain parts of the crowd, but you don't hear it for as clear as it happens. But the crowd that night was so loud that like I couldn't not hear it. I think there's a bit. I think I did like my neck breaker thing to Adam on the ladder, but I sort of bounced my head off the ladder as well, and then we were both down. I just heard like every single person in the room just screaming for about 30 seconds. It was so cool.
It was the amount of times I like went, oh my God, or shit, what am I witnessing? Like, because I love that I can still suspend that disbelief and still get so emotionally involved in a story or a match. And like I say, you two, you had me right where you needed me. But how were you after it? Because obviously you and Adam both took some crazy bumps in that match.
Yeah, I definitely was tender. Not as bad as I thought I was going to be. I think it was both of our first time ever using like a ladder, being in a ladder match. Or I think you might have done some ladder matches before, but not in a singles way. And for me, it was like the first time. So I think we agreed to do stuff that if we had known what it would have felt like, we would have said no. I guess naivety played in that match better than actually thought. I definitely had like a sore hip for a few weeks from doing the leg drop off the top of the ladder.
That was so
That's
cool.
probably the worst bit, but the rest of it was quite surprisingly okay.
Wow. Like
But
you wouldn't
I took some time off afterwards. I did prepare for that.
Yeah. Put some time off just in case I get, put through a ladder 5 times.
Yeah.
But the question I got about it, they said the match was phenomenal. And how prepared did you feel going into it? Well, I think you've kind of answered that already. It was your first ladder match, and you were like, are you usually nervous before big matches?
I'm usually nervous before like nearly all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite a sucker for some imposter syndrome every now and then. So a lot of times, no matter how many matches you do, no matter how many like good ones, no matter how much training, probably like the half an hour before I go out to wrestle, my brain is just going, "Do you even know what you're doing? Like, have you done this before? You're not a wrestler." And then as soon as I walk through the curtain, I'm fine. But yeah, I get nervous for almost every match that I do. The only times I start to feel a little bit more relaxed, when I'm going to those bigger matches with people that I know, like on the back of my hand. I've wrestled loads with Scott Oberman. That's been a story for the year. And I'm at a point now where when those matches happen, I'm so kind of at because I know how we work. I know him. I know do, and I know that at a base level it's going to be good. Same with Adam. Same with a few others. Yes, sometimes those bigger medals that I feel the most comfortable in because we've done so much already to get that. Now you just get to enjoy that last step,
Yeah. But yeah, they did ask, will we see a rematch, maybe involving tables and chairs?
I wouldn't say no. Obviously, there's a bit of a legality with my True Grit career of technically I can't challenge for the Pride belt again, but that doesn't mean I can't wrestle Adam again. And I will. I feel like I still need revenge as well because I've been screwed every time. So maybe I'll bring some tables and chairs.
just you versus Jackie. We'll get Jackie in there.
Say no more. Yeah.
Yeah. Love you, Jackie. Sorry. But yeah, when I was doing my research, I noticed you have recently as well fought Scott Oberman in like 3 different promotions.
Yeah.
Like I was looking
at the hip.
and I'm just like, that's Scott Oberman. That's Scott Oberman. That's Scott Oberman. I'm like, that's Atomic. That's Wrestle Island. That's
so it kind of like that stuff a little bit organically happened. Just where we work, we're in a lot of similar promotions and things. It just so happened that he was at the top of the top of the promotion, and I was ready to like challenge for belts and get to the bigger spots. So yeah, I was just following him around for a bit. He couldn't escape me. And even though we was kind of doing different things in different places, it all came together because just at those times we were the 2 people that they had to use for these stories and moments, and then we sort of brought it all together, which was quite fun, and people seem to get quite invested in because they could see it in Liverpool, they could see it in Manchester, they could see it in God knows where.
Yeah, I think that's really great. Like you say, you get to know them like the back of your hand. So
yeah,
I watched a couple of the matches, and I've seen obviously Jeebus's reels and stuff. And Scott Oberman, like you two seem so polar opposite on paper.
mm-hmm.
Like if you look at him, he's the slow, methodical emo, you know. Then there's
Yeah.
you, and you're completely like opposite. So I think it's such a good dynamic for people who are facing each other. You want that opposite kind of thing, but also, like you say, you know him so well now
Yeah.
that you know that even, like you say, base level, you'd put on a good match.
Yeah, it's a really nice blend of like, yeah, the very opposing ends of the spectrum. Like it's so
Yeah,
blatantly like black and white difference, yin and yang type thing. But then at the core, we're so similar. We described it before, like we have the same sort of wants and the same sort of goals and even the same sort of obstacles and things that we've had to overcome. But the way
yeah.
he goes about it and the way I go about it is two separate issues, and that's why we clash so much. And I
Mm.
think it makes a really like it makes the story easy to tell when we are wrestling because um, we're basically kind of we both think we're right and we're both uh, fighting over like the same sort of cause, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's
yeah,
like in a movie or something when you've got like the two main characters and one's the bad guy and one's the good guy, but they both want the same thing. They just go about it totally different ways. Yeah, it makes sense. Like you say, it's good storytelling. And that's a huge thing for me. I love good storytelling.
yeah, yeah. You know, there's wrestling for so much, and there's different genres, and there's everything. But at the heart of it, it's nice to just see a good story and have very clear characters, and um,
Yeah,
yeah, you know, it's that's what we all got into it for initially, right?
yeah, definitely. What else was I? Oh, right. So talking about you being completely opposite to Scott Oberman, your style is unmatched, Tony. Like your outfits, everything. They're just so amazing. Is this how you always envisioned looking as a wrestler?
Um, Not so much wrestler. It's definitely like it's much me in like getting to express myself in like Tony Wright person really wants to do. The day when I was at Stamik, I would wear boots every single day, regardless of whether I was at an open mic show in a dingy little pub or I was traveling around. I'd be in different suits every day, but they'd all be like different colors and patterns and vibrant. And I've kind of always lent towards like a mixture between like class and obnoxious. I think that's come into like wrestling as well. Of like, I like something that is a bit elegant and a little bit fancy, but then also just slightly absurd and a bit like a lot, like the fluffy suits and things like that I wear to the ring. Like,
I love that
yeah,
white fluffy suit though. Like, so you come out in that, and I was just like, oh my god, he looks incredible. Like, I don't think anyone else could pull
there's
it
such
off
a
like you
um,
do.
yeah, there's such a confidence boost. Because it's not the sort of thing I wear day to day per se, but when I get to put that stuff on to wear to like to the ring, I just feel like the most pure version of myself. It's so much
Yeah.
fun. It's the same reason I got tassels on my gear. I felt like I was the first sort of sets of wrestling gear I got were okay, but I felt like I needed something a little bit more flamboyant. And then it's the first time I wore the trunks with the tassels, I was like, "This is it. This is perfect." I feel so much. I feel so much better. I feel so much more confident. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it just unlocked something in me. It's very fun.
Well, that's got to be one good thing about wrestling, though, isn't it? Like, you can be the most flamboyant or anything version of yourself
Yeah,
because, you know, at the end of the day, you are a character and you're there to perform. And so being able to turn it up that extra notch must, it must be such a confidence boost. Like, you must be able to feel like just proud of how you look about, you know, just being yourself. because I know with me sometimes, like, I feel like I dress different when I'm at wrestling or when I'm hosting, and it's like it gives me that extra bit of confidence. So I can understand
Yeah,
completely where you're coming from. But yeah, it's just turning that notch up, isn't it? Like, I can't
for
imagine you
sure.
going to local Tesco in your white fluffy suit, but
I should though. I should
you
try it.
should. You
Uh,
should.
yeah, yeah. I feel like everyone has that. It's like getting dressed up for a night out or a party or something. You know, there's that element of um, sort of treating yourself and feeling. You know, um,
Yeah.
yeah. I've always enjoyed that with. I think I feel very, different to a lot of wrestlers as well. Kind of enjoy the fact that just listening to the I like the things I want to express myself immediately kind of look different to a lot of other wrestlers, and it's not. I'm not even putting much effort into it. I'm just exploring, um, exploring my style and my interest, and that itself makes me a little bit unique. You know, it's quite fun.
Well, that's the thing. You want something to stand out, and I think
Yeah.
you definitely do that. So one question I got sent in is by the lovely Candy Stan. He
Well,
would like to know how you became so sweet.
um, I have no. Candy Stand, by the way, uh, he himself is an absolute delight. Just a very, very pure soul, very good person. Um, yeah, I guess maybe that's his experience of me. I don't know. I don't necessarily try to be sweet or nice. I just try to match the energy of the people that I interact with. Um, so I guess I became so sweet because Candy Stan brought that out of me.
Ah,
Other
so good.
people might, yeah, other people might not get a nice experience of Tony Wright. I don't know.
No, we love Candy Stan on Jobbing with Nikki. Absolutely
Yeah,
love him. He's been a huge supporter of me since day one as well, which he's ever so nice. He's always supporting
yeah.
everybody and bigging everyone up, and he's amazing. So
Yeah.
so the stuff you've probably answered before. How long have you been wrestling now?
So I started training December 2019. So with a bit of COVID time taken out of that, I trained for a couple of years. First official match was December 2021. So
Hmm.
we're about four, just coming up to the end of my like fourth year on shows. So a little bit of time, but still, not the most tenured. Um, but we've covered quite a bit of ground since then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And
Um,
how? I'm sorry.
that was
Carry on, carry on.
I was, yeah, I got a bit whistled about, yeah, just how much we've done.
And is it predominantly Future Shock that you train at?
I used to experience some sort of training schools, which is awesome. Future Shock is like my home. That's where I always start to spend time.
Mm.
But I also to like on occasion visit PU and New Wave Midlands, and to one in my from Kent. I don't know. And there was a training school down there called Rec, and I got to visit that one. It's really good school. Yeah, I really like getting to visit other places and learn from other like systems. But yeah, Future Shock is like the base.
Yeah. I did notice you have fought both the coaches as well, haven't you? Or am I wrong?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
thought so.
I put it on my goals that I want to wrestle everyone that I've ever learned. Um, so anyone that sort of taught me at like a session or a seminar and stuff, it's like if it's possible, I want to wrestle them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, now I think Sam Bailey I've wrestled quite a few times, and I've wrestled Chris Ridgway a few times now as well, and they're both like it's quite a cool experience because they kind of taught me everything I know, but they are also so exceptional at what they do that every time you you work with them, you're trying to like one show them how much you've learned and how much you've developed, but also it's really hard because they're so good. You're just trying to keep up with them.
Do you ever like? I would totally be like questioning myself all the way through them matches. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it must be even more nerve-wracking to fight the people who have trained you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Those ones I always kind of like, that's a day or two of panicking beforehand, just being like, you know, don't screw this up. Even though, probably the safest people to work with, because they know me inside and out. But it's the one that you just you overthink the most. But those
Yeah.
experiences have always been like they're up there with like my favorite matches that I've had,
Mm.
and they always offer something different as well. Yeah, really good experiences.
See,
Uh,
it makes me feel really old because, like, I remember watching Chris Ridgway and Sam Bailey like years and years ago, and now they're training like the new talent, and it makes me
yeah,
feel so old sometimes. So I've watched Sam Bailey wrestle in St. Helens in like 2017. Ridgeway, I used to see in Sheffield quite a lot, and Leeds, and now they're training the new wave of talent. I think British wrestling's in very good hands when you've got people like that training the new
sure.
guys.
Yeah, it's really cool to see, like just across the country, who's leading the charge on like the new sort of generation of talent. Exactly like what I was
Yeah.
saying before about getting to visit other places as well. So we're really lucky to have Sam and Ridgway coach us in Manchester, but then you've got like Dean Allmark doing stuff in Liverpool. You've got Liam Slater in Sheffield. You've got Flash down in Stoke, and everyone that works with those people. Like it's the best in the game are bringing everyone with them, and that's
Yeah.
so exciting because they will tell you that it might not have been the same for them when they were coming through, but
Hmm.
I do think British wrestling's in a really good spot with the people that are coaching
Yeah.
coaching all of us. You know, we've got a good place to start, and I definitely don't take that for granted.
Yeah, 100, like the people you've just mentioned, like Liam, and I remember Liam selling raffle tickets at NGW. I've told this story so many times. When he was a trainee, I met Liam, and Dean Allmark, Flash Morgan Webster. I watched wrestle in a
Yeah,
university in Leeds. It's crazy that like all the people that I was such a huge fan of, Joseph Connors, all the
yeah,
people I was such a huge fan of are now training people, and it's crazy. I took a break, come back, and Sean Only as well. Like I've come
yeah,
back, all these people are now trainers. So now I'm like, wow. But then I see the talent that they're producing because I hear nothing but good things about Future Shock.
yeah. I'm biased because it's my home, but I think it's a really really cool place to be. It's a nice
Mm.
atmosphere. Um, Everyone's welcome. It's just a really really solid place, and they've been very good to me as well. Like it's more than just becoming a wrestler and doing shows and learning the wrestling craft. It's given me um, loads of really great friends, direction in how I want to take my life and things. It's yeah, it means a lot to me, that place.
Yeah, CJ Calhoun from UKW.
Yeah,
Yeah, he started training up there, and I can honestly say, and I've said this to him, that he has improved so much in the short space of time that I've known him, just from also being at Future Shock as well as UKW. Like you can see the other little things that he's picking up, and how he's getting more confident as a performer.
For sure. He's
So,
he's great. He's CJ. Literally, I yesterday had a training session where I worked with him a lot, which was quite fun. That's the first time we got to like work together. But yeah, it's just that I think like there is even if you've got a really really good place to train that is your home base, sometimes you just get so much by going somewhere else for a little bit and
yeah.
working with some different people, hearing some different perspectives, and then you can go like, oh, I like some of that. I like some of that. I'm going to take it with me back to my own my own school or my own shows. And yeah, he's such a lovely guy and really really puts like the work in and the effort and wants to hear from everyone and wants to just keep getting better. And that's pretty cool.
I think that's, how it should be. I think there's always room to get better. Even if you think you're the best, there's always that little bit of room to improve or hone your craft, go to other schools, like you say, the psychology side of wrestling, which is a huge part, really. Like I said this to Sam Cavelli the other night, that I can't imagine being able to remember an entire match, before I went out there and did the match. Like, the fact that you plan it and you remember it and you know what spots you're doing, I find that so like crazy.
I find it crazy too because I usually don't remember. But then also, you see me wrestle. I do. I've got my own 5 moves of doom. I don't do anything too crazy. I let other people do the crazy stuff, and I'm like, yeah, just tell me where you want.
Hang on, we just talked about you doing a leg drop off a ladder, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you don't do crazy when you're doing leg drops off ladders.
I do stupid, but I don't do crazy.
All right, okay.
So maybe we'll do that. Yeah.
So, Leading Man, where did it come from?
I can't really remember the full origin of like picking that name, but it definitely the whole sort of persona is very much based off of like my past in spending so many years in like performance. As I sort of mentioned before, like I was a stand-up comedian from 18 to 23. I spent my adult life doing that. I've done like professional tone and acting and presenting auditions and all that sort of thing. So I wanted to that's a big part of me, and too many people, at least in the British scene in wrestling, that are come from like a performance background. I wanted to like bring that in, realize something that my approach to my wrestling and wrestling in general is quite different because I've come from. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can make that into like of a persona, more of a gimmick as it was. And then I kind of like started into if I sort of like have this weird celebrity edge. That's sort of the outfits coming into it. Is feeling the red carpet, kind of have confidence when I walk out into the room. I kind of tried to package this as this sort of like, this lead celebrity, this performer type thing. So yeah, then I settled on Leading Man.
Oh, well, it suits you. That's the thing, it really suits you. And speaking of, now we will play the game.
Oh, okay.
So this is Leading Man's Leading Men. I've got 10 movies, and you have got to tell me the leading man in each movie.
Okay.
There is one question
I feel like I've got to be good at this now.
Some of them are really easy. First one is Titanic.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Gladiator.
Oh. Oh no. Is this the? Oh, what's this face? My brain's gone blank, but I feel like I know. Is this the scene where he does the monologue in the pit, and he's like, father to a, Am I on the right lines?
I think so.
I think it's the same fella that was in Les Mis. No, I'm gonna have to pass.
It's Russell Crowe.
Ah, damn it! I knew it was Russell.
Right. The animated Lion King as young adult Simba. Thought I'd throw a really hard one in there.
Animated Lion King, is it like the one from a few years ago?
No, the old one.
Old one. Oh, that's even trickier. I knew I was going to be bad at this. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass.
That's Matthew Broderick.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
know,
that.
I was shocked too. Jurassic Park.
I'm going to say Jeff Goldblum, but it's not Jeff Goldblum.
No,
He's in it.
it is Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, sick. I was like, is he in the lead? I don't know. Yeah, sick.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Peaky Blinders one, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a really interesting name and it's gone. No, the name's not there.
It's Cillian Murphy, but I will let you have it because you said Peaky Blinders, man.
Thank you.
La La.
Well, half a point.
Yeah. La La Land.
Ryan Gosling.
Yep. Dune Part 1.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh. The 2012 Les Mis.
Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe. He's in it. Russell.
Right. There is a bonus point for this one. So
okay. Grease. John Travolta.
Now there's a bonus point if you can tell me Grease 2.
Oh. Are they properly notable? Yeah.
He was in Coronation Street. When he got old.
I really hope it's Roy Cropper.
It's not Roy Cropper.
Well, that's why it didn't do well then.
Yeah,
Grease
exactly.
2 would have...
I love Grease 2, right? This is why I wanted to throw it in as a bonus point because I love that movie.
I've seen like clips, but I don't think I've ever seen it in full.
Oh, you need to watch it in full. It's brilliant. It's Maxwell Caulfield.
I never would have.
And Hairspray.
Oh, what a film!
I know.
What musical as well. Hairspray. Zac Efron.
Yes, that's the answer I've got.
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm going to list you off the whole cast. I love that film so much.
I do. I got my little girl into it as well, like because I'm
great.
old and I have it on DVD still. So I was like, let's get the DVD out. Now, another question I received: what is your favorite vocal stim?
Oh, is this the one from Pele?
Yes.
There's so many to choose from. I'm trying to think of what's kind of the one that I use a lot at the moment. I do like to say that's my line in the style of Cynthia Erivo. Such a deep cut. Yeah, there's a lot of wicked ones. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with Cynthia Erivo.
And while we're on the note of Pele, I just want to say that yours and Pele's videos, the one with the Sabrina Carpenter, like,
yeah,
I keep watching it because it makes me laugh so much. Like, you can see how close you and Pele are, like, just from them little tiny videos, you can see that you have that friendship that's just beyond wrestling. And it's really lovely because I think that's what wrestling should be about. Not only the wrestling, but the friendships and the community that you build around you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's,
I
and I'm
absolutely,
glad that, like, you know, not have met if it wasn't fun. But now I'm very good friend out of it.
yeah. Sorry, my phone is connected to this and it's driving me crazy. Sorry. And another one. Someone said they gutted the match with Adam and Pele got cancelled. Can you tell us about it and will it still happen?
I'd like it to still happen. Can't. I've not heard too much in terms of like future dates or anything like that. But we were to have a trick or street fight triple threat match, and I don't know. I might reveal an idea that we had because it was Halloween, so we might not be able to get to do it again if it wasn't a Halloween thing. Myself and Pele had planned to dress like Adam Bolt.
Oh.
So there's going to be 3 Adam Bolts.
And then you could do the Spider-Man
We was going to do the
point.
point.
Yeah.
And then we just also hoped that it confused Jackie and he wouldn't know who to team with.
I feel like I bully Jackie way too much, but my first thought was it don't take much. I love Jackie. I do love Jackie. Promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, your stand-up I actually wanted to lead into a little bit. So
Okay.
how do you compare the two? Like your stand-up comedy and your in-ring ability, how would you compare the two?
Oh, it's a weird one because I feel like it's one that I don't get to decide myself. I think I'm probably a better wrestler than I am a comedian. But I use a lot of like, the skills I got from stand up to make like the performance side of wrestling so much easier.
Yeah.
And I think weirdly the natural side of like comedy and the instinct and making people laugh is a little bit kind of I got that sooner than I did wrestling because I'm not a sporty person. I'm not athletic. It took me so long to really like nail the physical parts of wrestling.
Yeah.
And I guess, yeah, with stand up, I don't have to worry about that so much because I just get to talk. But yeah, it's quite a hard one to compare because there's a lot of similarities in a way. And I do enjoy, like, I've had a lot of sort of serious grudge matches this year, but I do enjoy when I get to do some really like silly, funny stuff.
Everyone loves a silly match every now and again.
Yeah. I've got to do some like characters this year as well, and I love that because I feel like I get to go back to kind of just making people laugh as much as I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't. But it's hard to compare the two. Yeah,
because like you say, they are totally different, but they're also the same in some ways.
yeah.
Like,
I will say, like, comedy and wrestling is very similar from a performer point of view in that it is probably like the most direct feedback you get from an audience. Like, even if you sing or you act or something, that obviously people wait until you've finished your monologue or your song to react to you. Whereas wrestling, you're literally in the middle of what you're doing, and people are either cheering you, booing you, or if they're not doing that, then there's something wrong.
yeah.
The same with comedy as well. If they're not laughing or they're not coming with you with your stories and your jokes, you know immediately that it's not going the way that it needs to.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what I've enjoyed about both of those things is that like it's so quick to figure out whether what you're doing is working or not, and I like that kind of almost the pressure to keep up with that and keep it going and keep it rolling and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think of it. So someone asked what your favourite rivalry has been.
Ooh. Well, I've got a top 3,
Oh, go on
and
then.
can I do that? Because it's hard to necessarily choose an absolute top.
Yeah.
But Adam Bolt rivalry, Scott Oberman rivalry, Sam Bailey rivalry. They're kind of my 3 that I can. They're always sort of tussling for top position, because I felt like, there's stuff with the Adam rivalry where we really got to show out and turn some heads, and the work that we did, I'm really proud of. And then the stuff with Scott Oberman is like the storytelling and the promos and the that sort of side of it, and also the matches themselves. But like, it felt like such a different thing, but just as rewarding. And then I had like a grudge match and a feud with Sam Bailey earlier this year that also felt like a really big turning point. Again, this is someone who's like one of the closest people I've got in my life. Has taught me everything I know. And then we were put in this position where we weren't like the main event of the show or anything like that. It was definitely that show. Everyone was there for that match, and it was just a slugfest, and it's so different to what the other 2 rivalries offered. So those 3, I'm going to put as like my favorite thing I've ever got to be involved with.
In no order either. We won't put them in an order.
Yeah, they will all be number 1 at certain points. Depends on the day.
And am I right in thinking that on Sunday you're defending your Future Shock Adrenaline Championship?
I am indeed, yeah. Against the Najay, that boy.
Yes, that boy Najay. How are we feeling about it?
Najay's a lovely lad, and someone that I've got to be around since he started training, and I was sort of still new to training. Sometimes you just look forward to them, regardless of, I don't know, the results might be anything like that. There's still some nerves about heading into a match, but he's earned a really big opportunity, and I kind of feel very honoured to get to be the person in there with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can only imagine how great that match is going to be, though, because you are both incredible wrestlers. And
It's been a while since we wrestled before.
Oh, have you?
We wrestled like last year for him, and it was really good fun. But now we've both had like major years this year, so I think it can only be better than the last time.
Yeah, definitely. And how are you finishing up your year? What have you got coming up the rest of December?
We've got a couple shows left. We've got Future Shock this Sunday. We've got one more show for Atomic next Wednesday, the 10th December. A return to Infinite Wrestling on the 13th. And then the last show of the year for Catch Pro in Manchester on the 15th of December.
Oh, wow.
So we've got a good, cool variety. Ending on a high.
Like that's just a week. That's like 8 days, and you've got 4 shows.
Yeah, I dread to feel the end of it, but we can get through.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think Jeeves is going to Atomic. I'm pretty sure. He does like Atomic. I've never had a chance to go because it's on a Wednesday and I have the school run the next morning.
Totally understandable. Yeah, it's a weird day of the week to do it. If you're an adult with a life. The rest of us, hey, we can play out on a Wednesday. It's fine.
Yeah. If they just have to plan one in the 6-week holidays when she's at her dad's for the week, and then I'm golden, right? So next August, I'm going to be messaging Atomic and be like, "Can you have your show on this set Wednesday so I can finally come to one?"
Absolutely fair.
Yeah, it's got to happen. It's got to line up at some point.
Yeah.
But that is it. That is all I've got for you, Tony.
That's all good. Thank you very much for the chat. It's been lovely.
It has. It's been really fun. To say how nervous I was.
Didn't need to be. I hope it's on my part. It's been a good sort of interview and chat for you.
Yes, perfect. I've loved having you on. I will obviously collab and tag you in everything. So if you haven't checked out Tony Wright, go and check him out. I'm pretty sure everyone in the country has seen Tony Wright at this point. And I'm
Whether they like it or not.
Yes. If you follow Jeeba, she definitely will have done. And I'm pretty sure next year is going to be even bigger and even better for him. Definitely.
Thanks. Hope so.
Thank you for being here. Right. Bye.
Come on.